Legend of Total War here, and today I've got some new Total War Warhammer content for you. Now, obviously you can see that we've got the early access to the Norsca DLC, which it's not always a given to get early access, so I do appreciate Creative Assembly still sending me stuff. I know it can be very critical of them at times. It's only because I want to see Total War be the best it can be, basically, because I have a lot of passion for the series, which waxes and wanes over time. Anyway, it's a little bit of an embarrassing video to make because I did say in my Numidia campaign that I wasn't going to cover this, but what I really should have said was that at that stage I wasn't looking to cover it, because when I saw like the trailer and stuff for it, it didn't really grab me, and to be honest, Norsca is just not something that I was ever interested in at all. I'm more of a Bretonnia player, but when I got the early access to this and played it around a little bit with it, I was really impressed by how much the faction has changed, and they've got some really cool faction mechanics with it. So I thought, fuck it. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but sometimes we just can't be. You can't be so stubborn as to not do a let's play on something that will actually be quite fun. So I've already gone through a campaign on normal difficulty, and I found it really enjoyable. So I did want to actually share it with you, but this time on legendary difficulty. Now, truth be told, I still have a lot of issues with this game. As much as I do endorse this particular DLC, I think it's actually the best Total War Warhammer DLC that they've released so far. It doesn't change how I feel about Total War Warhammer in total. I think the battles are fine, but the campaign mechanics are shit. Really, it's not a case of they're shit, they're overdone. We've got essentially the same shit that we've had from Rome 2 onto Attila, and I'm so tired of it, basically. And all I really want is something different in terms of the campaign mechanics, which I've banged on about loads of times in the past, and I really shouldn't bang on about it that much this time. But anyway, what I'm going to do in this series, first episode, I want to go through basically all the cool faction mechanics, lay out exactly a plan on what we're going to do, and then just have some fun and do it. Hopefully it won't be too long of a campaign, so should be fun. At the end of the day, if it's going to be fun, then that's good enough. I don't care if it's going to get lots of views or not. Let's just have fun. So let's get in here, play as Norsca on legendary difficulty. I want to play as Norsca, not the Wintertooth clan or whatever the fuck they're called, just because I like the faction abilities that Wulfric has. Wulfric, aka Tormund Giantsbane, but these are all some really useful straps, which you can read. I don't need to read that out to you, but anyway, there'll be a little bit of an intro movie here, and then I'll discuss more, because there's a lot of things to discuss in this.
Those in the north are closest to the gods. Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. For in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging?
So yeah, it's kind of difficult to explain with these things, because this is a good DLC. If you have to forgive the fact that they've only got so much to work with the actual base game. The base game itself is mediocre, in my opinion, in terms of campaign. Here's the thing, like I might say, for example, oh yeah, the Total War Warhammer is mediocre, and then someone will say, I disagree, the multiplayer is amazing. It's just like, I gotta be so specific with this shit. I don't care about the multiplayer, I'm always talking about the campaign stuff. I'm done with multiplayer, that shit's over. You know, I'm talking specifically in terms of campaign. The actual grand campaign mechanics are mediocre, and it's largely just because there's so many design decisions that I just think are just really not very intelligent at all. Just weren't thought out strategically, in my opinion. It's specifically in regard to, I suppose, legendary difficulty. Here's the thing, whenever I compare it, I always compare whatever Total War game I'm playing with the best Total War game, which is of course Medieval 2. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks Medieval 2 is the best game, and it's not just nostalgia, okay? It's demonstrably one of the most loved Total War games of the franchise. And it's not because the game is challenging, because it's not. Medieval 2 is fucking easy as hell. It's because the game actually allows you to feel immersed in it. You get immersed in this world that has a lot of depth. Now, for example, when we look at so it's not a Warhammer rant that I'm having right now. I really need to really make that clear. But why do I do this every single time? Because my videos get watched by a lot of people, and I need to make my criticisms clear, because if I don't make these criticisms, I can't expect any change. And I want Total War to move towards a more strategic path. You know, what I don't expect them to release a patch and then suddenly everything's fixed. I get that. But, you know, the next Total War game, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask that it be a little bit more strategic than what we have here, because it's not very strategic. Anyway, so, you know, comparing this to Medieval 2, I've already done that in the past, maybe I shouldn't bother with it, but anyway, you know, the overall structure of the Grand Campaign, it lacks a lot of features that have been present and are really sorely needed in the newer Total Wars. But where it does sort of make up for it is that there are some really cool faction mechanics, and that's what I want to go through with you. Now, every faction in this game has sort of like at least one unique mechanic. You know, with dwarves, you know, they've got the Book of Grudges. With the Greenskins, they've got the Wars. With Bretonia, they've got peasants and peasant farming and that kind of stuff. And with Norsca, they have their tribute to their particular Norscan gods. So basically, you can only be the favor one of the gods, but you can have like minor favor in some of the others. You can't have minor favor in all of them, because when you sacrifice to one of them, you reduce favor in the others. So you can have favor in two, or three if you really want to push it, but you can't have four. Anyway, that's one of the mechanics, and that's sort of like the progression towards endgame stuff. And then there's this here, right? Yeah, I'm explaining this. This I thought was a really interesting mechanic, because this adds a lot of extra, sort of like secondary gameplay to it, and that's what I really like. They added something they totally didn't need to. This is something that's not bare bones, and that's what I really like about this particular DLC, and why, you know, you got to give credit where credit's due, and just say to Creative Assembly, this is a step in the right direction. You need to be adding stuff that adds more depth, stuff that you don't probably need to win the game, but stuff that I would like to utilize throughout my time playing the campaign. Like, you can ignore this completely and still get through the game, but they are very interesting and the rewards are good. So basically, what you got to do is you have to research this first, and then there's upgraded levels of it, and you go on monster hunts. They're sort of like quest chains for any lord. Any lord can undertake them, and of the Norscan faction. And you go and slay the particular beast, and then it gives you some rewards. But the rewards are really good. So the risk reward factor is actually really good, which is great. If the risk reward factor is low, which is the case with some of the legendary items, it's like, why bother? It's like for Balthazar Gelt's mantle of whatever. Some of that stuff is just trash. It's not worth even bothering fielding him as a general, because it's a trash general. It's just waste of time. But this isn't necessarily a waste of time. Anyway, I'm probably going a little bit more on a tangent. Now, in terms of this here, what I really like about this is that once you're done with this, it's like it's part of the victory conditions to attain level 3 allegiance with one of the gods. Now, whoever you choose. So, for example, when I played on normal difficulty, I became the champion of the Hound, and because of that unique and extremely powerful Hell Cannon battery, which is really fucking good, which I'll probably do on this campaign again. I didn't regret that. You have to face the champions of the other three gods, and once you've done that, and only once you've done that, does Archaon show up. Now, spoiler alert, I suppose, but if you're watching my videos, obviously you want to get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. But when Archaon shows up, you have a dilemma in how to deal with Archaon. Now, I won't go on to what those options are. We will be going to that in this campaign. So if you want to see that, stay tuned and I'll show you. Alright, so playing on legendary difficulty at the start of this is another thing with legendary difficulty, right? The difficulty of this is only at the beginning of the campaign. It's super difficult at the beginning, which is why you got to min-max all your strats. But then once you've overcome the static -8 difficulty level penalty, because we got to research these techs over here that provide public order, and once we get Wulfric's Sword of Torgold, +5 public order, all provinces, and once we get a few more other things like that, the public order is not really anything to worry about anymore. And so in that way, the difficulty penalty goes away. I would much prefer to see a more dynamic difficulty. So instead of seeing a static -8 difficulty penalty because of difficulty, what if instead things like when you don't have your required culture. So for example, since we're playing as Chaos, if there was a lack of Chaos corruption, I think if we were to go and capture a settlement down here, it would have 0% corruption, and it would equal a -15 penalty on normal difficulty. What if on legendary difficulty it was just twice that amount, so it was -30 instead of this -8 static difficulty penalty? I think that would be a lot better, because the actual difficulty penalty is a lot higher, but it's more manageable. That -8 difficulty penalty is completely not manageable at all at the start of the campaign. It's just a complete nuisance, that's all it is. Anyway, so what we need to do right off the bat, we need to defeat the Scalings, because for one thing, holding one settlement is not going to make us any money. Raiding is not worth anything. And if you just sit around here on your hands and do nothing, basically you're going to get completely overwhelmed, because you can basically only field one full stack of trash, and manually fighting a full stack of trash at this stage of the campaign, you're doomed. So what we need to do is we need to get to the Doomkeep as quickly as possible. Now, normally what I would want to do is disband these units, but since we need to move over here as fast as possible, we've got to keep them for the time being, because they're not particularly cost effective. I think the Skin Wolves are a lot better than the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots, but just depends on how you use them. The thing is, if you're in a really big battle, these two units are very micro-intensive. So units that are very micro-intensive, that you need to constantly babysit, they're not really valuable in battles that last 2 minutes long, basically. So we're going to need some Marauder Hunters to begin with, because we're going to want to try and skirmish them. We're not going to stick around here to get any more troops than this. We've got to get over there and get this done. Now, in addition to that, I want to send him a Lord as reinforcements. So we're going to hire you. Now, they're going to recruit their armies from here, which is why we're going to take it out first. Because here's the thing about legendary difficulty. We can recruit 3 units a turn. They can recruit something like 5 or 6 units a turn. So that means every single turn that we dilly-dally around, they're going to have a larger army than us. And at the beginning of the game, a larger army basically means GG. There is not a whole lot of tactics you can use with Marauders. It just isn't, They don't have shield wall, they don't have anything like that. You send them into combat against another Marauder and they just get fucked up, because it's legendary difficulty. So we need to hit them while we have the advantage. We get to recruit before them, we've got better units than them, but we need to hit them right the fuck now. This over here, they're not going to recruit any troops from. So what we'll do is next turn, when we get them moving, we'll have another Lord recruit another army to go to Longship Graveyard, because this is less of a priority right now. Can't do anything about building anything here at this stage, but anyway, let's just get moving. As for diplomacy, again, another problem with this game is diplomacy is nearly worthless for some factions. Whatever. Let's just move on. Like I've said, the beginning of this campaign is not particularly enjoyable. The end is very enjoyable. So I know it seems like I'm bitching a lot at the start, but just bear with my bitchy behavior and by the episode 5, 6, 7, around then, we're really going to start having fun with this campaign. Because the thing is, when I first played it, at the first thought, I thought, oh yeah, this is same trash we've seen before. But the end game was so good. You know, the level of depth on it, and that's what I want to show with you. But you know, we got to get through the beginning to get to the rewards at the end. All right, now this is good because if they've come out here to fight, like I can easily beat that.
No escape.
And he's not recruiting either. All right. So maybe I don't need to do what I originally thought. Because this is my first playthrough on legendary difficulty. On normal difficulty, I went straight for here, and then went up that way, and there was like a full stack waiting for us. And that was on normal difficulty. So I reckon I could beat that because we got 10 units. Now, as for you, I want you to come up here and recruit some more troops, just in case if he goes running back to Doomkeep, we might need reinforcements. And if we go and fight him now, we're not going to need reinforcements, but he's still going to need time to recruit the troops that are needed to get to Longship Graveyard anyway. So it's all good. So. I mean, we're not making much money here, but if we don't tax it, for some reason, I don't know why, you get an extra recruitment slot when you've got them taxed. I don't know what causes that. But anyway, let's move on. So I reckon he'll go running back to the Doomkeep. What I like about this situation here is that he didn't spend any time recruiting. This is interesting. What the fuck is he doing? He's only at war with us. What is he doing?
War unceasing.
So he would have left the Doomkeep pretty much undefended. Okay, we need to hurry up and get there. So I'm going to force march there because I don't think anyone's there. So it's undefended. Okay. If that's the case, you come back to here.
Overrun the world. Understood.
And prepare to attack Longship Graveyard. I think we got pretty lucky with that. That was a really stupid decision that the AI made, which, you know, will help us out considerably throughout the campaign. By getting an early start, by taking a province right off the bat, it's really going to help us. Also, another thing to note is that I do have early access here, which means when you guys play it, it's probably going to be a little bit different. I do know of some bugs that Creative Assembly is aware of. So I imagine they're going to be fixed before release. Huh. Alright. I'll take this. Could just auto-resolve that. If their army was sitting here... See, what I was planning on doing was, you know, using my skirmishing abilities to sort of min-max the situation, because I know we would have been probably outpowered.
This settlement is yours to do with as...
Okay, so I'll explain this. Now, I'm sure those of you who are watching me have already watched, you know, the Creative Assembly Let's Play, so you sort of understand the point of this. However, what my thoughts are is that there is absolutely no point at all in ever raising a Norscan settlement, because, you know, there are so many settlements down south to recruit, and the bonuses that you get from them right now are totally unnecessary. They're not additive, they're percentage, they're multiplicative. So, you know, adding 10% onto melee infantry units right now is meaningless when they're trash in the first place. So let's get our economy going so that we can get better units. So let's occupy this.
Done and done.
Okay. Now, so the Doomkeep has sparring fields, which means we don't need the other one. So let's destroy that, which will make us a little bit of money. But more importantly, we can build a public order building here. Because if we look at this building goes up to level 3. So it can be built in a minor settlement. But the public order building can be built up to, in a level 5 settlements, but up to level 4. So we can get more use out of that. So they're raiding out here. They were raiding in their own region too. But what we've also deprived them of is a barracks. They can't recruit any more troops. Obviously, they have to get back over here if they want to do that. Financially, we're in a bit of a shit situation. How many troops have they got here? They've got 6. If they were to come to Ice Drake Fjord, they would come up against 7 defenders. Because I obviously don't want to lose this settlement here while I'm trying to take this, but we could... Okay, so what I need to do, because my income is really shit, we need to disband some of these units. So if I was going to disband any of them, I would get rid of the Marauder Ice Wolf chariots first. Because we just can't afford it. because I need 3 additional units here. And of course, like I said before, raiding is just not worth doing at this stage. Alright, so... Yep, get that. We'll get a little bit of money from that, that'll be good. So what are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. But of course they're causing public order problems for me while doing that. So I think you're going to have to go over there and hunt this motherfucker down. At the same time, public order is not good. Force march over here. We'll see if... Look, if he was to engage us, even when we're in force march, I'm confident we would beat them. Okay, now, see, if we didn't disband their unit, I'd be bankrupt. Well, not bankrupt, but I'd be running low on cash right now. And like I said, look, if you go into this territory here and start raiding, income from generated from raiding, 49. It's not worth it at all. Anyway, so let's get in here. Again, part of the things that I think makes the early game way more difficult, like the way, in my opinion, it should go, is the early game should be relatively easy, and the end game should be hard. And it's reverse. The early game is really difficult, and the end game is fucking piss easy. Anyway, so we'll take Longship Graveyard next turn. Right, and let's build this. This is going to help fix our public order up a little bit. Doomkeep, let's upgrade that. I hope the Varg don't declare war on us. Let me just see how they're feeling about us. They don't like us, but not by that much. I didn't trespass on their territory.
I'm told you want to talk. How do...
I'm not gonna give them any money for it. Their ranking's a lot lower than mine. But you know, they could get to Doomkeep from there. So maybe I should invest in this right now. Fuck me. Just in case he goes and attacks it. Because obviously easy come, easy go. It didn't cost me anything to take that. Alright, let's do that. And the thing is, with the Norscans, the more you fight, the more money you make. So we do want to be getting into lots of fights. Just, you know, not too many. Alright, good. So... now we take this. The odds aren't actually as good as I thought they'd be. Alright, we might actually have to fight this battle manually, but let me just see. I mean, we've got 3 additional units than they do, plus we've got a general. It should... I think this is part of, like... they've been trying to fix the auto-resolve a little bit, so the AI has, like, a little bit of a bonus towards auto-resolve now. Still doesn't... that's not exactly what I was telling them to do. What it needs to do is be more random. Like, for example, if it's out here, you should still be able to lose an auto-resolve. Or if it's over here... probably not on legendary difficulty, but you should be able to still win. It just should be a little bit more random. Well, maybe not by that much, but maybe if it was... because that's like dead in the middle right now. Like, we probably could win this with auto-resolve, but I think our chances are much better off manually resolving. And since we're right at the beginning of the campaign, we need to make the most out of this. Anyway, we've just finished a tech that increases their morale, so let's just hope they hold out. The Spearmen I don't expect to be particularly useful against us. And... if we just spread out a little bit and chase after those Marauders, we'll be fine. I'll need you to take on those champions. I don't think the Marauders with great weapons are going to do much because, you know, what point is armor-piercing attack against units that have no armor in the first place? And those great weapons, they don't have as much melee defense. But of course, legendary difficulty, I think it accounts to like 7 extra stat points in melee attack and defense. Although I'm not certain. They probably keep changing it as well. Alright, so hang on, don't get in too close. I want to send some guys around their flanks while they're just standing there. Because obviously enveloping them would be a good idea. Okay, they don't want to wait around by the look of it. So these are the just Marauders. That would be the Marauder champions there. Our guys aren't going to do a particularly good job of them, which is why we need you to deal with them, you to lock them down. So you get in there, start fighting, while we're getting into position. I'll send them in a short while. Alright, you get in there, because we're actually taking more damage than I would like. Start getting in over here now. So we've got them enveloped. Got to be careful though about these marauders. They're all called marauders, but these hunters, they've got javelins, and they can be pretty damn deadly. Okay, you're stuck there. The ideal situation would be to get in there. Oh no, they're not javelins. They've got axes. Good, we've got them completely surrounded there, so we should be breaking them soon. So you chase after this, you charge into them. They've also improved their mechanics a little bit because now they have this rage thing, which, to be honest, I don't think they really get in combat. The fighting in this happens so quickly that I just don't think it really comes into play that much. How's he going? He's only got 20 kills. Not very many. Now, if we do lose this battle, it's not the end of the world. I just need to go back and lick my wounds. I think my tactics were good. It's just legendary difficulty, you know. I mean, we got these guys completely surrounded and they're not breaking. At least we've caught these guys in melee combat now. That's really good. I think we'll win. These red swords are slowly becoming green. So they've won there. Well, he's taking a lot of damage. If he dies, that would suck. But I can pull him out, just not yet. Oh, what are you doing? Get in there. He'll have plenty of time to rest afterwards. Just win me the damn battle. Good, you did that. No time to run them down. Just get in here and help us out here. Good. I need you to hit these guys in the rear. Okay, I'm going to need you to get in here, because our guys are not faring well. Okay, you need to get out. Because I want you to be a powerful lord for me, and I'm going to need you to stay alive. You'll have a much better time coming over here to helping them rout. I mean, these guys here are bloody surrounded. Can't worry about them. Get over here. Yeah, I'd say we've won the battle. There we go, victory's in our grasp. Hard to break them on legendary difficulty. Funny thing is, I think I did the best I possibly could have with what we've got there. And that's the best result we can get. I mean, we lost 3 fewer troops than they did. Of course, they had better troops than us, so what do you expect? But we did outnumber them. Alright, so we don't want to subjugate them. We can make a lot of money by sacking them, but we don't want to revolt here, so I'll just occupy it. Okay, so by itself it doesn't really make a whole lot of money, but he's going to need to hurry up and get back over here to prepare to defend against... Hang on, how long is it until the revolt? Okay, it says 2 turns. I'll exempt it from taxation because we don't make a lot of money from it, as opposed to like recruiting more troops, because that'll provide us with public order. Also, the more we upgrade these, it does provide more public order. So let's have a look here. What should we do? The Doomkeep is probably something that is most under threat, so maybe we should actually upgrade that. I mean, the Varg went off somewhere else. And with him here raiding, that is causing public order penalty. Is it -6 or -3? -3, so obviously we want to put a stop to that. But yeah, now we need to consolidate this province before we start taking on anyone else. So eventually we want to get to this here, reduce the upkeep cost. We need to make our armies cheaper, because Norsca really doesn't make a lot of money. Well, if you've got the cheapest armies, it doesn't matter how much money you're making, to some extent. Okay, what it looks like is that he's trying to make a run for the Doomkeep. So what I'll do is I'll come over to here, sit him out of the region. Okay, good, we can just wipe him out there.
The head of their tribe, my lord, paving the way for a simple and forceful confederation between you both.
We desperately need the money, so take the favor. Now, can we still finish him off? Oh, that's not too bad. Can't finish him off, but at least he's in somebody else's area now. Alright, so what we need... Definitely need Norse resilience. That's crucial. Income from sacking settlements will be useful, only at the beginning of the campaign. But anyway, so... Don't worry, we will make him get, you know, the mammoth and all that kind of stuff, and make him a good warrior, but right away we need to reduce our upkeep costs if we want to have good troops. Alright, so the public order here is slightly improved. So let's have a look here. Provincial instability is still at -2, so eventually, once this is built, it'll be at 0. So we still haven't got things fixed even with that. Now, to upgrade this, where we need to get to the next level, so another thing that we could do is, if we start a war with a neighbouring faction, that'll give us more public order, but I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Now, the Greyling Moot over here, we have to pick our enemies very carefully. I've got a non-aggression pact with them, but they're probably the people we should most likely attack. Don't like it when the AI just sets me up with a treaty I didn't want. These guys here, maybe I don't need to worry about them too much, because they're even if they came to the Doomkeep now, they wouldn't be able to beat the garrison there, I don't think. Yeah. Now, as far as, like, if you're going to think about these things, we've got to think about consolidating borders. We're right smack dab in the middle of, like, a whole bunch of enemies, and everyone is our enemy. Now, these guys here, on normal difficulty, they stabbed me in the back when we had a non-aggression pact, so you can't trust them. So, can we cancel this? Maybe I should take on the Hellspire tribe first. We don't have a lot of money coming through. We can't even tax our own province yet. Not that it's making any money. Alright, upgrade Longship Graveyard. I might need to take on the Greyling Moot and just sack it. But, you know, not this turn. There's something we can do. We could disband that. That'll save us a lot of money. But, you know, they're not bad units. I can really only afford one additional troop. Also, by constantly sacking them, we can get him some levels up. That's what we need. So, get him another unit of Marauders. We can only just afford that. If we lose a settlement, we're fucked. That being said, we're not even taxing this region, because I don't want to revolt. Because here's the thing, I've only got 2 armies in 3 regions, and that revolt could happen anywhere, I think. Or maybe it shows up at the capital, which is here. Yeah, they always show up at the capital, don't they? So maybe we should just let a revolt happen, because you'd be able to handle it. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but every little bit counts. That's an additional unit that I can train. And if that's the case, why don't we just let the revolt happen? Because it'll be a good chance for us to make some money as well. Alright, let's move on.
I like taking empire.
Great. So that's not good, because we can barely afford to deal with this shit. Raiding them right now is not a huge priority.
Absolutely not. Slaughter the ship.
If they went to Longship Graveyard, yeah, they could get there as well. I can't afford to hire another army.
Eternal challenge. War unceasing.
If he was to get over, he's causing more public order penalties, which again is not really a big deal right now. But I need to make more money. Oh god, negative growth. Actually, we're still making reasonable growth despite all those things. If I was to come over to you, hopefully we can beat you. Finish you off once and for all. Okay, that's some good shit right there. Now, we've got enough movement where we could sack this. But would it be worth it? I mean, let me just see. What do we want? More growth in the province? The thing is, that's only going to help us at the beginning of the campaign. But then again, we're just trying to get to here. I'm just thinking. Or do we want more money from sacking? Which, by the end of the campaign, we're really not going to need. Like I said, both of these are going to be useful at the beginning. Recruitment cost is not going to be a concern. So I'll go with despoilers. Now then, these guys here seem to be the obvious choice to attack. Next. I don't need to occupy that settlement, but I can certainly raid it. Probably make, not raid it, sack it, probably make quite a bit of money out of it. What kind of garrison do they have? They've got 7 in here, plus 3, so 10. But Wulfric is probably stronger, because he's got this and some other stuff here. We don't have to worry about him.
The eternal challenge.
Plus we've got the skin wolves. Alright, let's take him out. Oh, hang on. They're already at war with them, so let's cancel this. And let's try and form an alliance with them, because we can confederate in this. So, join war with them. In exchange, I want you to declare war on Nordland. No. So, join war with them. And I will pay you... No, you pay me money. Good. So that'll allow me to recruit some more troops. He can't hire any mercenaries, so you don't have to worry about Doomkeep. It's going to be fine. Alright, let's attack them. Alright, so we need to fight this battle manually, but that's okay. I can handle this. Because like I said, what we need to do is get Wulfric as much levels up as possible, so he just needs to be fighting all the time. Once he's at level 30, he's going to be just about unstoppable. Alright, now, we need to make good use of our skirmishers and of our skin wolves, because as we've seen here, marauders don't particularly perform that well. And also I did see that these guys have an army close by. Now we're just going to sack this settlement, I'm not going to occupy it. Because we just can't sustain it. And the amount of money that we'd get from occupying it would not be much anyway. And this is seemingly their main recruitment settlement, so... yeah, I don't know. Now, it looks like we've got skirmishing superiority, so let's try and engage them in a skirmish. Now, funny thing is with these guys is that they're really good at, like, they're sort of like our cavalry in this. But if I was to send them up against marauders, they'd actually not do particularly well. Like, if you have a look at their stats, not very well armored. The main thing with them is that you send them into fight and then you pull them out because they regenerate. So that's what I might do right off the bat here. These here, what are they? Oh, they've actually got two missile units, not one. But they've got a pretty nice high ground here. Let's go around over here where it's a bit softer. The incline, that is.
Marauders! Your will! Bring us to carnage!
So yeah, try to shoot them without them shooting us. That's the name of the game here.
Now!
Yeah, stay put. We've got guys coming in over here. Marauder Berserkers. If they're putting melee troops up front, that works for me. Shooting uphill is not ideal, but we should be out of their range at least. You can see that that's their range right there. So Marauders and Marauder Berserkers. Berserkers are slightly faster than us. So we're going to start pulling back. Draw them in over here. What the fuck are you doing? Come on. Get back. Good, they turned around. Shoot them. Alright, we got him. Shooting him in the back's the best thing we can hope for. Good, not too bad at all there. So a bit of damage. So we want to see. They haven't done anything to us yet.
The dark gods command me! Chaos Marauders!
Okay, then pull back over here.
Move on them!
They're going to turn around. Probably. There we go. Shoot him. That there has just won us the battle.
Drag us to the souls!
Now we could go into melee and probably overrun them. If we wanted to. Because we've got berserkers of our own as well.
Faster! Our blades hunger!
You know, while we've still got the skirmishers, let's use them.
Lead us to mortals!
Okay, got Marauders with great weapons. They don't have any shields, so they're a good target.
Throwing axes!
See, they're overconfident because they're on the high ground.
For the Blackguard! Now is our time!
But I've got skirmishing superiority. They should really bring their skirmishers down here.
Cowards! Come and fight!
That's good. The Marauder, it's a great weapon. They didn't last very long at all. Okay, they're starting to get a little bit sick of this, which is fine by me. We can deal with them now. Seems a little bit silly to me that units that are essentially throwing weapons have even half the range of crossbows. Because crossbows are about 160 range.
For the Blackguard! Spread!
Oh, they're shooting at us. Get back. Yeah, if we can damage him, that also helps.
Chaos Marauders!
sort of lure him down here. My guys are tired now, so they're not doing as much damage. I mean, they're not running as fast. Shit, get back. You should shoot them. I'm sure that Wulfric can handle him in melee. Okay, you shoot them. Because they'll come back if we don't shoot them, so might as well, actually. These guys are a bit more of a threat at the moment. Yeah, Wulfric handled him like a champ. Alright, doesn't matter if we don't kill him. We don't need to. Okay, now we can just... These guys have more than done their worth. We can press the attack now. Plus these guys here, if we wanted to, if they can get him to run him down. Killing him would, you know, provide a morale debuff, but the biggest morale debuff we can do is the army loss penalty. Okay, I don't want them to fight the Marauder Spearmen, obviously, because these are probably considered large. Punch through there, get to the Marauder Javelins. We don't want them shooting at all. Don't, okay, shoot at them. That's good, they've broken. Alright, looks like we've got... Oh, fucking cowards. Whatever, they're just trash anyway. Can recruit more. And they're not wiped out anyway. So they did a pretty good job, they pushed right through the line there. But you know, it was a good situation for them. I've seen a few times where they really haven't performed well. I know, out of ammo there. Okay, I think the army loss penalty has been inflicted. Yeah, okay, good. So our losses were pretty minimal. Not evenly spaced out, though. What's this? Legend actually fighting battles manually? Yeah, well, this is actually a pretty difficult campaign to fight at the beginning, but trust me, there's a lot of auto resolves coming. We just need to get established. Alright, well that's actually quite a bit of money. I could use that. It's a shame, but yeah, we wouldn't be able to make use of it, so just get rid of it. Could actually still occupy that. No, we're better off actually staying in our region here and recruiting. We got to prepare for this, because he'll be coming. Alright, so you gained another level up, which is great. And we're going to need... So if we have a look at the stat differences, these guys are good for melee defense. They're better at melee attack. I personally prefer melee attack over defense. Same armor rating. Better charge bonus. Yeah, okay. Get another javelin men. They performed well in that battle, and they're slightly cheaper. Now, I need you to stay here because of the Oh shit, we're not going to be able to afford that. I'll only be able to only just afford this as I disband them. If we hurry up and get to the Doom Keep, that might help us out a little bit. So what are these? Norsca Nice Trolls, that's why we need those other guys. So upgrading this is only going to provide us with an extra 10 income. It's not going to be very much.
My challenge? Undeniable. Yes.
I probably need this full strength here to deal with the revolt that's coming. Maybe you shouldn't even be sitting in the settlement. Maybe you should raid so that we can just have this happen now.
In agreement.
It reduces the amount of income that we make, but not that it's much anyway. But we will start the revolt now, and then
Slaughter the sheep.
when you beat them, we'd get a little bit of money from that. We'd make more money than the actual settlements. Alright, so that's the end of the scalings. Okay, I think those guys have ambushed. We could go over there and sack it again, and it would be good for experience, but if we don't get back to the Doom Keep, we risk it. We risk losing it. Okay, there it is there, and it's maybe a little bit more than I had expected. We should be able to win that. Whew, fuck me, that was close. Okay, see, that's what I'm looking for here. Let's see how much loot. It's a little bit. Another level up for him, which is good. And a little bit of extra cash for you. We're not done with him yet.
War unceasing. Northmen come. The trying consent.
Okay, now in doing that, we've fixed up the public order here by quite a lot. Because of the military presence, because of the military crackdown. Military crackdown negates legendary difficulty penalty. Alright, so, next thing we need here, I think, is the first ash. We need to be making more money. But that being said also, if we had a little bit more public order, maybe we could leave. But then again, there's also these fuckers down here. I need more money. I need more money and public order. This is going to be upgraded soon. I'm going to go with the first ash. I don't think upgrading this is going to help us at all. I just need to stick with use basically a Marauder and Marauder Hunter strat at the moment. Okay, so income's not good. Once this building is done, that'll give us 1 extra unit. But this is at this stage here, we just need to win as many battles as possible. Now, looking at the Doom Keep, it's got garrison of 7. Plus, if we got you in there, that would be 19 troops. I'm just wondering if you should sack this again. I think you should. I mean, those guys I think are about here. So sack it again. Definitely don't want to occupy. It's not about the money, it's about public order. Now, force march, we could get to Doom Keep. I don't think that they would be able to fight us, but if we get back to Doom Keep, we could provide ourselves with... Oh, hang on. Could get ambushed. No, I don't think so. Get more public order and more replenishment. So we didn't gain a level up from that, but that's okay. Gained some of a level up, which is just as good, really. Okay, so you gained a level up, that's good for you. You need Norse Resilience. So this will be built soon, then we can upgrade that and get some more money. Or public order. Probably public order, because we we're going to need you to come up here and fight them. These guys declaring war on us was a real big pain. Could you just fuck off, please? How about you confederate with me? No, can't do it.
The gods might compel me to kill, but I do it freely.
Well, let's just see what these guys can manage to do. It would be better if these guys were to conquer it than for me, because the settlements at this stage aren't worth anything. Alright, technology. Yeah, we're going to be getting all this stuff. Unit experience +2 for all Marauder units. That'll be helpful, slightly. Vigor loss for all Marauder units. No. We need to be getting to this as fast as possible because of that extra public order. Oh yeah, 2 levels up. Very nice. So, income from post-battle loot, or... I think growth at this stage would be better for him. Because that's not really a lot of extra money. And growth is very important here, because I need to be building this province up as fast as possible. What? Oh. Dick-headed beastman. Though the cost in repairing it is low, the thing is it cut my income down slightly. So we're in a little bit of a deficit, but that's okay. Now, here's another thing, right? I need to combine both of my armies here, and I would have more than a full stack, which could beat this army here. But I need to get them together. That's the hard part. I could use more troops. That's still being built. Okay, that'll give us access to a little bit more money. First Dash or Public Order. We can't be having revolts here all the time. It's not going to work for us. We need to be moving on and conquering other regions as well. So, I'm gonna... Let me just see here. Just looking at things, military presence is at 7. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to need the Public Order. So that'll give us an additional 3 or 4 Public Order. Because it's for neighbouring factions, but I don't think these guys count as neighbours. I don't know if they do or not. Buildings 5. So that's providing at least 2, 3, probably nothing. No, that's 4, 5. So that's actually not providing us with public order for every concurrent war with neighboring faction, unless it says faction. Oh yeah, so it's providing us with 1 public order. Alright. So that'll provide us with an additional 3 public order. That'll provide us with an extra 100 income, enough to hire 1 additional unit.
Overrun the world.
So if you were to leave here, make your way up here, because I want them to meet up with each other.
Despoil, ravage.
Okay, he's not providing that much public order.
On the prowl.
Now we can see he might be able to make it to us, but we can at least now we can see where he is. We need to have visibility on him. If he was to chase me down here, then I'd send you to come over here and sack the Grayling Moot, lure him down into the settlement, where we've got, you know, some reasonably good units to fight with. So 10 plus 7 against these 17, we'd possibly win. Possibly. What kind of, you got no additional equipment? You got Mammoth Tamer. Okay. Alright, let's move on. If we defeat that army, we might be able to get them to capitulate. Ah, oh, damn it, look at it. They'd be so close together, but not quite enough. So he's going to recruit himself that full stack there. If I was to take you out of the settlement, public order still maintains. It's just because we've got the that bonus. Okay, here's what we do. You stay there. If I can't reach him, he can't reach me. So let's just move a little bit closer out here. That way next turn we can get together, and we'll also recruit a few extra troops. Yes, this will put me in deficit, but at least we've got a little bit of money in the treasury. Because oh look, we can actually upgrade this as well. Let's do that. If we attack that, that'll be worth a lot of money to attack it. Okay, you gained a level up, which is great. He needs that. Well, no, we're not going to sack it next time, are we? We're going to actually occupy it. So you need to take this. Now the problem is leaving these settlements undefended. I mean, we can see that they haven't got anything here just yet. But if they send a full stack over here, I want to make sure there's someone here. I don't want to go raid the south, not until we've conquered Norsca. Or at least have armies to spare, which we don't. Okay, so we've got minus 250. So he hired himself one additional unit, but now what we can do is we can get our armies together. I could attack it, but then I'd have to force march Wolfric over there. That's not a good idea. So put them together. Give him the majority of the forces. What does he need? 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because everyone in Wolfric's army gains fear bonus. So we're sort of hemorrhaging cash. I don't think we've got enough money to justify attacking them again. I mean to recruit any more troops. We've got 20 here and 6 versus 18 and 6. So we should win.
Where's my next dominate?
Alright, Wolfric, here's your time. And we should make a lot of money from attacking this.
As good as
And we might even be able to get a confederation with them.
moving out.
So let me just see. If I was to go to them right now and I say, hey look, they've already lost some of their settlements, I think.
A timely arrival.
Nope, we have to actually beat them first.
Round them.
So auto resolve is in our favor. We're not likely to be in another fight directly after this. There's no incentive at all for us to fight this manually. Close victory. No units were lost. I guarantee you I would not have done that well. There, that's what I'm looking for. There, loads of money from loot. Sort of swift slaying. Good. And this time we will occupy it.
I'll handle it.
Now, he's bound to have absolutely nothing left.
A timely arrival. My
Offer him a confederation. Now, there's no penalty in getting a confederation. It's just that we're basically going to get a region for free. Now, let's try and get some money out of them as well. Yeah, they're desperate because they're fucked. We took out their entire army. This is what we were hoping for. There we go. No Norscan penalty. And we got another region from it. The Monolith of Katam, which comes with a fair amount of money. Now we're actually making money from our settlements again. So at the Grayling Moot, they've got this building here. We have to get rid of it. We can't economically sustain 2 barracks. So we've got a conquest penalty, which will only be for next turn. Then there's provincial instability. So we're going to need to obviously build a public order building. We need another enemy. Another enemy will give us more public order in Icetooth Mountains. No one's coming over here just yet.
The eternal challenge.
Right. I wonder if maybe we should disband them, because they're that cost effective. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look what we can do diplomatically.
I will hear you. Let's
Okay,
find somewhere
if we were to
quiet
cancel this
talk.
agreement now and take them on next, The problem is that Varg might take this opportunity. So let's have a look and see what Varg is up to. Okay, Varg is currently in the middle of a few wars, so probably there would be easy pickings. They've got 4 regions. The thing is, though, while I'm in the middle of fighting Varg, I bet you these guys will declare war on me. And Nordland will probably show up. So they're only at war with me. Can I get a peace treaty with them? No. Maybe I should go down there and raid them. Just go down and send... Just raid their settlements. But look at the strength ranking. We're ranked 45, they're ranked 33. So they've probably got a larger army than ours. I need more Norscan settlements, though. We could take on Varg. Could do it. I mean, we could sack this settlement here. That would make us a good amount of money. As long as nobody else fights us right now. Right, so Doomkeep, we can upgrade this. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, moving on. My biggest concern is down south, the Nordland. I don't know why they haven't sent an army at me yet. They declare war on me and then I don't make use of it. I needed like a spy down here to keep an eye on them. I keep hoping that they're going to go to war with someone else. I don't know what the fuck they're up to.
I will hear you. Let's...
Why am I considered... Oh, trustworthy because I got peace treaty with them. Okay, that's fine. So... the Naglfari plain over here. I want to keep the Beast Tanner, not this, because when we capture it, it'll lower the public order. So there's 2 settlements in here. Maybe I should raid it. I don't know. So the other guys have got that settlement. Making only a small amount of cash. This needs to be public order. Oh, I can't. This needs to grow. So that's going to take a bit of time. Alright, well then while it's going on, then First Dash, I suppose. Hang on. If the Greyling Mood is the capital, the revolt would happen here. So let's get the First Dash. Because we need to increase our income. Alright, so... Devoured Flesh. Devours the Flesh, that's good. And then we can start reducing our upkeep costs. That's really going to come in handy later on in the campaign. Now, like I said, we could hit this. It'd be good for, you know, just experience. Just go and sack it. And the Sarl encampment over here. Because at least with Varg encampment, like, what if they came over here? There's obsidian over here, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. What's their ranking compared to us? They're ranked 19 compared to us. But they've taken on Krakadrak, which probably everyone's going after. And... we might actually be better off hitting these guys. I know I've got a non-aggression pact with them, but I don't trust them. Don't trust them as far as I can throw them. We can't sustain any more armies. If we have to fight on 2 fronts, or even 3, we're fucked. So I gotta be careful with what I do here. If they were to come to the monoliths of Katam, we would not be able to defend against them. And this settlement here, I can't even... well, it's a major settlement. It's at level 3, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's at level 3, so it would be, at the very least it'd be worth it to sack it. I need to defeat that army there in order to get to confederate with them. Alright, maybe we should just not do anything for the time being. Just chill. Just play things by ear. Because if I declare war on them, I can make so much money by sacking them though, and we need to get him leveled up. The more he levels up, the better our chances are it's going to be. Alright, let me just see here. Sarl encampment over this way. Tower of Crack got raised. Probably Kislev did that. But we can take Sarl encampment, I suppose, instead. Alright, I will do this. Might as well send him in so that he gets a little bit of experience as well. There we go. And yeah, we're not occupying it. It's just sacking it for money's sake. And, you know, experience. So we can reinvest that money into our own regions soon. Then I want to force march to the Doomkeep. What about Greyling Moot? You're probably going to need to go back to the Greyling Moot before it revolts. So you just come and stand in here for the time being. And you force march to the Doomkeep. You're going to keep going on over here to Sarl Encampment. Alright, so we can upgrade something here. What should we do? We should upgrade Ice Drake Fjord, because this is our most important settlement. This will give us more garrison. So it won't give us ever give us any walls. And that way we can build the money building here. Or we could have done it there as well, but you could pick one basically. So you got to level up, that's great. What do we want for you? Yeah, I need growth. Help grow the region for us. And all the money we're making from raiding is helping. Actually, I think I will give you an extra unit, because I want you to keep sacking Naglfari Plain. Because if you do that, then maybe... it doesn't look like... Look at that, provincial instability -2. AI gets so many fucking cheats, but whatever. And you'll head over this way. Okay. Let's move on. Now, what I reckon is that the guys we got non-aggression pact with, they'll break that and declare war on me soon. At which point we should focus on them first before these guys. Okay, we're at full strength. We just need to be mindful. We don't want to walk into a trap. Okay.
An unstoppable force heading out. En route.
Okay, we can reach their next turn. I would like to occupy it. And there's also the Bay of Blades down here. I'd like to recruit another army to get over there, but we're just limited by funds. So I want you to sack this again. It's not about the money. That's not what this is about. This is about getting you levels up. Okay, you'll need another unit, because this one took a lot of damage. Actually, come and sit. And also, they'll need to be ready to defeat the chaos thing at Greyling Moot when the time comes. Alright. Let me just see what more I can do to improve relations. Some people have said sometimes, won't you ever give them a gift? Why would I give the AI on Legendary a gift? Seriously. Like, it's like a +3 bonus. It's shit. Forget about it. Okay, once again, Nordland does nothing. Don't know why they declared war on me. Oof. Okay, that's more than I wasn't expecting to see them so soon. But they are in force march. But at the same time, he's got some good units in there. He's got a war mammoth. If I was going to take that on, I would really need more troops. So we're going to have to settle with playing this a little bit defensive. He won't be able to get to us. We can't really get to him. Now, no wonder his strength ranking's above us. What if I offered a peace treaty? No. Problem is my strength ranking is low. If I had higher strength ranking, we could beat them. Alright, Alright, Wolfric, I want you to come and stand right here to reinforce as he goes and attacks us. If he wants to come over here, we'll get the Doomkeep's garrison to help us out as well. I wonder if we should actually occupy it. No, we'll keep sacking it because it's worth so much experience. That is important. And plus we keep getting all these cool items. Alright, you're gonna need need one of these. Because those mammoths, feral mammoths is... Oh no, that's actually a war mammoth. Are you fucking kidding me? War mammoths is really tough. We're gonna need a lot of troops to take that motherfucker down. And that's just from what we can see. You could have even more than that. And I can't afford much more. Alright, so the Grathing Moose, need to upgrade this. And he's just sitting there. Okay, so you got to level up. Now we can actually reduce our upkeep costs. That's excellent. And we need to keep doing that. Like I said, he can't make it over here, and he's at war with he's at war on multiple fronts, so hopefully we can... don't have to worry too much about that. So you can't make them revolt. Okay. Actually, our income had to go up again. Oh, because we reduced our upkeep costs. Because we reduced our upkeep costs, let's get another one of those. Because yeah, if we go up against mammoth, we're going to need javelins. Javelins will wreck them. Problem is that they'll wreck all of my units while they're fighting us. Yeah, I can't see him. I need an agent. Alright, so let's have a look here. What did he got for us? Metal shit. Fire. Or death. I think Shaman of Fire would be more useful. Let's go with you. So that's going to fuck our income up by a lot. But I can send him over here to spy on them. In the meantime, let's sack this again. He's leveled up. That's... oh wait, no, he did. Lightning strike's useful. Stay close to the Doom Keep. Actually, stay in the Doom Keep. If they come here, we want to make sure you're commanding the battle.
My challenge? Undeniable.
It's rude. Hopefully they repair that, because if they don't repair it, there's no garrison. They won't make any money from sacking it. We've got 5 turns until this revolts. It'll take us many turns to run out of money. I can't afford to disband any of the troops right now. Okay, we also finished that. That's good. We need public order. Increased income from sacking from... let's see. We're most likely to go up against Empire stuff first. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. So again, checking with him. Okay, he's much lower in rank. We've actually increased in rank by quite a bit. So we're ahead of them now. He still doesn't want to do anything. What about Nordland? We have to make sure that they're not doing anything. There's no army here. I don't know. I can't trust them, because they can get there in a single turn. I just can't afford to raise any more troops. The fact that he's got a war mammoth is kind of bullshit at this stage of the game. Like, that's... you need a level 5 settlement to get them, but he obviously started off with it. Alright, so... unhappy populace, where... Well, actually, the public order is still improving, so it's okay. Alright, and we've got good growth here, so that's also helping. So, you... so he just wants to sit there, but at least we can see what's there now. So if I was to deploy you... well, that doesn't really matter. I just want you to come over here and see what he's got. Norscan Warhounds, they're not that much of a threat. So just deploy there. Now, is there still a garrison here? It is ruined.
challenge.
Shit. I need him to get another level up so we can make more money. Okay, so over here, I mean, we can get this to level 3, hopefully before we run out of money, and that would sort out our income issues. This provides us with an additional 50, not a lot. Doesn't provide us with any additional garrison either. Extra growth is useful, and extra extra restoration. If I was to occupy this settlement, it wouldn't be worth very much. Look at this. No, just no instability at all. And then there's these motherfuckers here. What am I going to do about that?
Where's my manners?
So they're ranked 22. They're ranked 24.
I will hear you.
And Nordland
My
is
hand hovers close.
ranked... Oops, hang on, didn't see that. Nordland's ranked 32, so we're higher ranked than them at least.
More killing.
This guy here is a fire. If I was to... It'd have fireball.
Savages.
What level is this settlement here? It's level 3. It's got 8 units in there. Is that... What's this? Norscan Ice Trolls. Could use magic somewhat to our effect. Surtha Ek.
Tribesmen gather.
Is there any garrison there? No, there's no garrison there at all. Alright, we'll just need to...
Slave the suburbs.
Can we raid this?
Tribe consents.
Make a little bit of money.
Let's fight. Where's my next one? Proceed. The correct path.
Helps it. It's a very small amount. We just need to get ourselves out of the stalemate here, which we're sort of winning because he's doing nothing, and at least we're doing something. We're getting more experience, and our how many settlements do we have? We've got 5 settlements as opposed to your 4 settlements. But your army's probably way more expensive than ours. But of course, legendary difficulty. Moving on. But I have. Okay, the fact that he's going away is a good thing. Now, as for these motherfuckers here, I think we should fight them. They're right in front of us. Could probably just auto-resolve it. Just bloody get rid of them. And then make our way over to Sile Encampment. So, income is not great. Redhorn Tribe. Who cares about them? There's Beastmen. So looking at Varg, another... Okay, so Winter Tooth has just gone up against them.
A timely arrival. My warhound.
So how strong is Winter Tooth? We're apparently stronger than them. Of course, we'll need to confederate with Winter Tooth at some point. We need to start making our way over to Sile Encampment. So, yeah, he must have lost a battle there. We've got... Yeah, he's coming down here pretty hard and fast. Hopefully he took out that mammoth. That would be awesome if he did that. I need visibility out here. I need to know exactly what we're going to be up against. So who's this here? More Wintertooth. Looks like they'll be who we're sort of going up against next, maybe. Straight fuck off. This will give us a lot of money. I was hoping for more, but that's still good. And we can make more through sacrifices. And we can still fight them again. Now, what I want you to do... We're going to capture this settlement now. I'm going to occupy it. So you get to have this. That helps a little bit. We'll occupy this. And then finish them off. Good, that gave us a ton of cash. And also some good equipment. So, let's have a look here. Probably best we get the ward save, the Armor of Destiny. That's really going to help him out a lot. Good, he's already got like a ton of traits. I think we're doing pretty well to begin with here. Alright, Norscan Warhorse. Probably don't need any of that stuff. We do need the Mammoth, but we just don't need the Warhorse. I need Fueled by War. Good, we've got our economy under control there. And over here, Fueled by War is needed. Good, so you can pay for more troops, basically. Now, this here will cost us a bit of money, but it was worth it to sack the settlement. It's never going to repair on its own, because it's ruined. We're going to have a revolt here pretty soon. We should get ready to deal with that. So, all of this stuff should be increasing our strength ranking. They might have a go at us. Wintertooth is probably going to beat them. I'd say it's very likely they're going to win. So with the Varg, let me just see if I can...
woeful day.
Nope. I want to get a confederation with them. I don't want to go down there and conquer it. I'd rather confederate with them. If they lose their army, they'll confederate.
My challenge?
In the meantime, because we've got a little bit more money, we need to prepare for the... if Wintertooth takes Cyril encampment, we need to prepare for the possibility of taking that off them. So I want you to come to Doomkeep, and I want you to recruit. No, we can't afford to. We can't. Hang on, let me just see here. Alright, so over here, let's build the Ruinous Altar and upgrade this. A little bit of extra public order that would provide. Public order is not really an issue right now, though. I'd much prefer upgrade Longship Graveyard. That way there's more defenses there. It also help increase our strength rating and give us access to the other build slot. We need that extra strength rating to prove to the other Norscan tribes that we're the top shit. That used up a lot of our cash. I don't think that he'll be getting to Cyril encampment next turn. Oh, we've got public order because you're sitting in there. Events -4, but yeah, but how long is that going to last? Oh man, 9 turns. Oh well, okay, let's move on. Hang on. Let me just see if there's anything else I can do. Wintertooth, what do we do with that? What's repulsive mean? Okay, whatever. And Nordland, what are we doing with you? Peace treaty? Yeah, no, can't do that.
I will hear you.
I want to get a trading agreement with
quiet to talk.
There's not much money in it, though. Okay, moving on. Hire 4 Marauder Berserkers. Yeah, that's great and everything, but we're not in a position to take that thing. Alright, so they're getting ready to take Cyril encampment. But let me just see if I could get a peace treaty with them.
To this. Prepare to be ripped.
Here's the thing, if we can defeat this guy here in battle, we could possibly get him over to our side. So what I want to do is I want to stand here. When he takes Cyril encampment, I want to then take it off him. Now how's this going over here? This is going to revolt soon. That's not going to give us a whole lot of time to fix it up. One army is not going to be enough to beat him. That motherfucker there is very strong. I'm going to need this guy here as well. We've got 2 turns. I could exempt it from taxation, or I could put someone in there. Shit. Choices. Naglfari Plain doesn't really matter. And those guys down here. Alright. Okay. Because if they attack this, it will be destroyed. This is the problem. I can't split this army in half. Because he's not going to be that badly damaged if we take that off him. here's what needs to happen, I think. I need to raid this region right now. Like, we're just going to have to accept the fact that this is... We're not going to be able to take it off him straight away. But at least we've got visibility in the area. I'm going to need to raid this. Just get the revolt going. Sooner rather than later. Actually, maybe you go in. Yeah, you go over here and raid this. That way there'll definitely be a... Shit, hang on. Need to get a little bit closer. Raid it. That way there'll definitely be a revolt. You're within range there. Deal with it, you'll get the experience you need. Hang on, let me just see here. Okay, he's already got these things now, so now we can actually start getting him stuff to make him better. You come down to here, I want you to train up a few extra troops. So... Just 2 will do. Upgrade this. We may end up a little bit bankrupt next turn. Alright, look, just recruit 1 unit then. Now look. Get that one. Destroy this. Oh, I could... Yeah, destroy that. That'll give us a little bit of extra money. Deal with the revolt. That should fix up public order because this will be built. Then we head over here and then deal with him. As for you, you just stay over here and you just keep deploying. Alright, moving on. Now, I was hoping it'd be more of it this way, but it's alright. So let's just see, is he going to take it? Man, he didn't take it. Good, that's useful. Alright, so we're losing money a little bit, but that's just because we're raiding, and also they're raiding as well. Again, Nordland's not doing anything. I'm surprised he didn't actually attack it. Now, with the Varg, how about now?
I've been looking forward to this.
You guys are stupid if you don't want to confederate. That should be their last region, I think. No, they've got 2. Oh, that, of course, this one. I'd like to go and take it, but we... Maybe I should. Just go down there and quickly take it before they raise another army. Oh fuck, we're in an hour and a half, so let's end the episode here. Or I could send them down, I don't know. And that would finish off the Varg that way. Let's just do this here, and then we'll end the episode. So, a little bit of money coming in through this. But the important thing about this is the military crackdown. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. And also extra experience. Although we got the experience that we really needed for him.
Where's my next one?
How the fuck is he kind? But anyway, that's fine. So... That's good. We've got a little bit of money. I think we're in a reasonably good position. Like, it's going to be difficult until we've conquered all of Norsca. Once we've done all of Norsca, you know, it's going to be easy from there. Public order's fine. I mean, once we get these ton as well, that'll help with public order. Once we also get his sword, all these things help. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode. So like and subscribe. Part 2 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.